This is John from John'sBeat.com and Resistance Pro. I'm at Pie Pizza, proud sponsor of Resistance Pro, with another sponsor of Resistance Pro, Jay from Chi-Town Fitted.
Hi.
How are you, Jay?
Doing very well.
You know, it's fitting that above your shoulder there we got Jay Bradley watching out for us.
He's all lonesome here on the wall.
Well, he's keeping us company. So, Jay, let me ask you. How did you get started? Well, let me backtrack for a second. How did you get started with Chi-Town Fitted?
Well, March 2013 is when we launched our brand here in Chicago. And it was really just a way for us to give back to the city of Chicago. Having people in the Chicago area, even in the suburbs as well, all around the state, be united underneath one name, Chi-Town Fitted. And that unity kind of speaks through with the culture of our city, the impact the city has on politics and on sports and music. It all just kind of comes together. And why not unite everyone with one banner or with one name? So that's when we started.
Now we were talking over lunch a little bit.
Yeah.
You have kind of a unique marketing approach to Chi-Town Fitted.
I do.
Would you explain that a little bit?
Well, by the power of social media, we're able to expose our brand to the city of Chicago, but not just Chicago in general, all around the world. The awesome thing about hashtags is that if you Google a hashtag like Chicago, someone like us will come up. So we get to have that worldwide recognition of people trying to find out what's going on in the city of Chicago, and we do a lot of our social media with those types of hashtags. We just want to make sure there's connectivity all around the world, but more specifically here in Chicago, that people know that Chi-Town Fitted is everywhere.
And now you're wearing a Chi-Town Fitted hat.
I am.
Proudly so, and you just gave me one. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What other merchandise do you have in the Chi-Town Fitted line?
Well, our hats are really a staple item, but we also have armbands and wristbands, which a lot of people take advantage of during the summers when they're out running or they're being active, especially on the beach. So we have those as well. We also just launched our shirt division, our traditional white and black T-shirts. So we'll be marketing those fairly soon. But our hats are our main staple. We want to make sure that everyone gets fitted with a fitted Chi-Town Fitted hat here in Chicago. So that's our main item.
And how did you get involved with Our Pro, and why are you so deeply committed to Our Pro?
Well, personally, I'm a huge professional wrestling fan. Chicago produces some of the best wrestlers in the world. And for Resistance Pro, it was really easy for us to get together as a partner with them because their logo actually is the Chicago flag. So for our design and their design to kind of come together and mold into one, it was just the easiest way to kind of pin us two together. Pin.
Nice one.
Pin us two together. But Jock and Gabe and Billy are great people at Our Pro, and the staff, the crew, and the talent. I mean, you can't really go around Chicago and say that they aren't the best athletes, they aren't the best wrestlers here in the city of Chicago. And their talent, man. If you've been to an Our Pro show, you've seen their talent. I mean, any of them can make it, big time. Any of them.
You said you're a wrestling fan from way back, so who are some of your big guys? Who do you really like?
Well, there's always Hulk Hogan, he's great in terms of how he revolutionized the industry. So when I was a kid, I always wanted to be at the shows and seeing the live Hulkamaniacs in the arena, just like me, kind of get behind one guy. So Hulk Hogan was the big influence when I was a little kid. Bret Hart was great, still is great. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. But currently, right now, there's no question, CM Punk is the best wrestler in the world, and he represents Chicago. So that is the #1 person, at least at the top of my list, as the #1 guy in professional wrestling. And yes, I'm very biased. He represents the city of Chicago. He represents all of us here. So
you're allowed to be biased.
I'm allowed to be biased. He's out on the road, 365, and when he comes out, doesn't need to say too much other than look at his trunks. It's a Chicago flag on his trunks. So that guy is representing all of Chicago, all of Illinois, every week when he's on TV.
Jay, I want you to explain to the people. You explained to me earlier. Your passion really came through. Chicago and Chi-Town Fitted. Explain the connection. Explain your deep love of Chicago a little bit.
Well, I grew up in Chicago. I have a large family that are spread all around Chicago and in the suburbs as well. So growing up within the city limits, growing up also in the suburbs too, there's always something about the city of Chicago that kind of compelled me to be, a musician. I'm a drummer of 20 years. Compelled me to be a DJ. I've been a DJ for about 15 years. Compelled me to kind of just follow my passions. Something about Chicago that a lot of people don't know about. It's not just about sports here in Chicago. It's not about the Bulls, the Bears, the Blackhawks. It's about politics. It's about music. It's about art. It's about just this deep-seated culture here in Chicago that people outside of Chicago may not know about. And what we're doing at Chi-Town Fit is we're trying to expose all of the goodness of Chicago, everything that Chicago has to offer to the masses, whether they be the masses here in Chicago, or the masses all around the nation, or the masses all around the world. It's more than just what meets the eye here in Chicago. It's more than just what you see on SportsCenter or on TV. There's a lot more to Chicago than everyone thinks. And we want to be a part of that. We want to be a part of exposing that to the world.
And you guys do a little work with charities. You reach out. Can you explain a little bit about that?
So since our launch in March, we've been trying to partner up with some great foundations and charities around Chicago. Specifically, Silver Linings Foundation, we partnered up with them. We gave some donation to them off of our pink hat sales from October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Upcoming philanthropic type of situation that we put ourselves in, me specifically being Filipino, is we are going to be doing 50 limited edition gold Chi-Town fitted hats to raise funds for Typhoon Haiyan relief in the Philippines. There's going to be a big fundraiser at the end of December 29th at Joe's on Beach Street. Great live music events, stacked DJ lineup of past, present, and future huge Filipino Chicago DJs going to be there as well. And we're just doing what we can to help give aid to those victims of typhoon in the Philippines. So I think we raise a lot of money. But those are the types of things that we can do on our given platform, social media, to expose that type of event to Chicago. Be like, hey, come on out, help support. And just, any way that we can find to help support great charities and great foundations, we'll do that.
Jay, before we wrap up, where can people find out information about Chi-Town Fitted?
Social media is where you can find us. Instagram at Chi-Town Fitted, Facebook and Twitter at Chi-Town Fitted. We have a lot of our updates on those social media platforms on a daily basis coming through. We do have a website as well, chitownfitted.com, but definitely hit us up on our social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear your tweets, read your tweets, see your pictures with Chi-Town Fitted gear, and we love reading your posts on Facebook as well, so find us on social media.
Jay, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you at a future Art Pro show. And we look forward to getting more updates from you in 2014 as Chi-Town Fitted grows and Resistance grows.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time, buddy.
Thank you.